Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and BORSOG Trader. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back KS family and the BORSOG clan. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently down 0.29% to 21,734. Ethereum down 8.6% to 1225. I created the BORSOG Trader YouTube channel, and you can directly reach it through the CryptoTradingKS channel. This is all about trades that were made just recently, showing you how you can take profit out of the crypto market. And this is since Bitcoin was coming down. So it's all about timing the market, understanding that you can get in and out of the market and make money. And many people have been doing so. And I'd just like to reach out and congratulate all the successful BORSOGers out there. As all investors become traders, anytime they buy or sell, it's really important to know how to trade. With BORSOG, which is Rule 621, we buy on red, sell on green. This puts us on the right side of the percentage. BORSOGing is not like DCA or dollar cost averaging. It's all about getting in and getting out of the market, starting small and scaling. No need to use leverage, just use coffee money. So that's really as little as you can put into the market basically. And it's all about learning the synchronicity of the market, always understanding that knowledge and experience create fearlessness. So you want to either win or learn. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth in the process. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as a part of our globally extended KS family. What we're actually doing right now, and Masterclass students know this, we're going through a run-through of the crypto market. We're seeking to find the market's focus, and this is really important because the strong tend to get stronger for a time, then they get weaker. Also, we find the weaker can get stronger, so it's really important to understand opportunities reset every day. And there are always opportunities inside the crypto market, no matter what is happening. I've left helpful links in the description of this video, such as the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass. And if you want to reach out and know the foundations that you require to BORSOG to get those skills, you can reach out to an ambassador and get 80% off. Just go through this link here. Alternately, you can directly message me on Twitter at any time. If you're going through a life pullback at the moment, please know that our love and healing thoughts are with you. You're not alone. There's always hope, and the sun will come out again. In order to BORSOG, you need scientifically based information and knowledge. First of all, mark up your charts with the CTKS method. This allows you to understand the crypto's personality. That's actually why we do it. We're looking for particular buy and sell levels. Then, of course, we need to look outside the crypto market because crypto is influenced heavily by other markets. So checking world events, collecting probabilities, checking the stock markets is really important. Then we come back inside the crypto market, finding the market's focus, which is Rule 32, understanding Rule 28, opportunities reset daily, and Rule 109, enhancing pattern recognition. But of course, before we do anything, before we buy or sell, we need to have, as Rule 734 says, we need to master our emotional control, and we need to be professional because, as Rule 733 says, professionals are not emotional. We don't get swept up in the hype like other people. We know what we're doing, and then we get into the smorgasbord of buying and selling methods. Zone 1 and Zone 2 get caught in the retail mindset. That can create diamond hands, so that's not a bad thing. And all people go through Zone 1 and Zone 2 on their way to consistent profitability. So it's part and parcel of everything. But the concept is you don't want to be caught up in optimism, thrill, euphoria, anxiety, denial, panic, anger. You don't want this. This is an emotional roller coaster, and professional traders and investors just don't do that. We're actually doing the opposite of what the herd does. As smart money, we are professional. We inhabit zone 3 and zone 4. We use positive excellence and real wealth as our focus because we know if we build our character into a diamond mind and a diamond heart, we can support all the success in the world. And people want to be happy. Money is a definite path to get there, but it's not the only path. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money is not for that purpose. It does buy you a more comfortable life, but happiness is something inside you. So how do you create this inside happiness? Inner and outer peace are incredibly important. Kindness and gratitude, absolutely. You can't find happiness without kindness. And without integrity and decency, you won't keep your inner peace and outer peace. Money comes as the result of maintaining real wealth foundations. And this is what we discuss inside the masterclass. It's really easy to have preconceptions on money. Money is evil. Money is a zero-sum game. If, for example, you're winning, somebody else is losing, that is not the case in the markets. Everybody is learning. We know that fear and greed plays an incredibly vital role inside financial markets. And we can see the crypto fear and greed index at the moment is 24. So that's coming up. That's really good. What does this mean? People are feeling more optimistic. Well, that's a terrific thing. And you can see we've been very, very underwater for quite a while now. Almost like what happened when C19 and the US liquidity crisis hit. We were underwater there for a while. But notice price was increasing. We had that capitulation and price was increasing as we actually broke out of this very, very fearful market. And then it went pretty much flat, horizontal. What do we expect to see here? Do we expect that another leg downward could occur? Well, as professionals, we always use three-dimensional thinking. We say, what if price goes down? What if price goes sideways? Or what if price goes up? This is an incredibly important skill to have at all times. When we buy on red and sell on green, it takes a lot of skill. It's not just a statement. You need to have understanding as to what you're doing. That's why I developed the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass. So the concept is, when you look at a market like this, how are you feeling at the moment? Are you feeling optimistic or are you feeling pessimistic? Please let me know in the comments. As a crypto technical analyst, you look at the market very, very scientifically. And one thing that we can see from these are daily lines. We can see it's very early days and we're looking on a 45-minute chart, but we're starting to lose that daily support level. Now, what is the significance of this? We've tried to challenge this resistance level, this upward resistance level, and we're not having too much success at the moment. What does that mean probabilistically? Well, it means probabilistically that we could get a wave down to consolidate the power of Bitcoin to recharge through this line en masse. But don't forget, it's the weekend and not much happens in the weekend. So we also have to factor this particular thing in mind, that it's the weekend. So what do we actually do if we break down through here? Well, we have support at 21,231, and you can see how that was obeyed very, very nicely. Price is just gravitating around the daily line at the moment, and it's coming up to a resistance line just above, and that's impacting at about 21,809. If we get up to level 1, it's going to look pretty good. If we can maintain that price momentum, we're going up. But let's also think about our three-dimensional decision making. What we can see is that we've actually lost this daily support quite a few times, and it hasn't made that much difference. So we think from a probabilistic stance, we could come down perhaps to 21,231, find a little bit of power, and go through. But we have to recognize that in the weekends, we don't have a lot of volume inside the market. And sometimes the institutional players can play havoc on the weekends. They can drive things down. They can do all sorts of things. They're very naughty. So what are the different support levels that we could expect? 21,231, 2,800, 20,327 and 19,668 is very, very strong. That's the previous high of the previous cycle. That's going to be psychologically defended by the bulls at all costs. And to think about this, you have the bears wanting to sell down, and you have the longs wanting to force the price up. We can see that we're getting closer and closer to taking out this resistance line. When we do, that's fantastic because there's not a lot of resistance in between 22,000 and around 30,000. So the shorts, the bears, are not going to give it up easily because they want to make money, and the longs do too. So let's have a look at the liquidations. But of course, before we do that, let's check out the longs and the shorts. The longs are coming out of the market. The shorts are coming into the market, but now coming out. When the longs and shorts are coming both out of the market, please let me know what you think about that in the comments. What we do here in our community is active learning and community sharing. We have a lot of very, very brilliant people in our community, and what it's all about is getting in there and actively trying to understand these things. We can see that we've had really low volumes, 58.8 million in liquidations across a very light number of positions, 23,356. Across the past 24 hours, the longs have been hit about 54%. What about the past 12 hours? Oh, it's gone the other way, about 56% short. What about the past 4 hours? 56% short. Oh, poor old shorts. What about the past hour? Oh, the longs got whacked by the shorts, nearly 77%. So you can see the longs and shorts are just whacking each other at the moment. It's a technical term. And the truth is, this is what you always find inside the market. The longs and shorts are always liquidating each other. It's like they're playing laser tag. Got you, no, got you, got you, got you. You can see that there's really, really light, and this is light volume, and this is weekend volume, and it's a little bit lighter than normal, actually. If the trading volume on derivatives is light, what does this mean? Please let me know in the comments what you think it means. The reason that we keep our eyes on the main markets, the stock market, this is the NASDAQ futures, and you can see across weekends the NASDAQ closes down, it goes to sleep. Oh, so slack, man. Cryptos are always awake. They're always partying in some form or fashion. And what do we see here? The directional correlation between the NASDAQ 100 and Bitcoin is doing quite well. It doesn't always align. We saw a much larger spike in Bitcoin here and a smaller spike in the NASDAQ, but the directional bias is being followed. This is what directional correlation is all about. And of course, on the weekends, it's closed. It's going to go flat line until the main markets open up on Monday. Please let me know in the comments, what do you think we'll see when the main markets open? Do you think the markets will rally? The markets will go down? Please let me know your comments. As crypto technical analysts, we're scientifically tracking investor attention, which is measured through price, not promise. And when we look at the options market, what are we seeing here? The max pain price of 21,500 for today and 21,500 for tomorrow, with an end of month max pain price, which is the price at which the options, the majority of options, experience maximum pain or maximum losses, is at 24,000. It's really interesting to look back in time. We can see the max pain price was 22,000 at this particular time, and then it went down to 19,500. Up here we saw the max pain price at 29,000, and then it went down to 21,000. So just because the max pain is at a specific number doesn't mean the market has to go there. But look at this, we can see some really, really interesting stuff. When the max pain price was up here at 22,000, what did we see with the market? The market rallied very, very substantially and then sold off. So the max pain can give us some indication, which is why we track it. We're stacking clues. We're like crypto detectives. We're looking for anything and everything that might give us an edge. Each piece of data is a jigsaw piece in a larger jigsaw puzzle, which is price. Masterclass students, you'll get this live chart in TG34. Let's have a look at the greatest gainers and greatest losers over the past 24 hours. We can see Quant up nearly 17%, Compound up a little over 16%, Aave around 11.5%, CVX or Convex Finance up 11%, Uniswap up 11.4%, Rune 9.55% up, HBAR 6.6% up, and the Graph 5.83% up. Let's go the other way, the greatest losers, and we can see they're not really very great losses, and this means that the entire market is moving up as one. HT is down 4.15%, Matic down about 2.8%, USTC down about 2.8%, Decred down about 2%, as is FTT, Atom down 1.8%, Solana 0.56%. You can see they're not very big losses in the top 100. In yesterday's video, I asked the community, what do you think about happiness? What are the components? What does it mean? And we had so many incredible responses from our beloved global family. I want to thank each and every person who reached out and shared just what a wealth of experience and a wealth of kindness. Brett said, "Hi Ken and Kate. It's so beautiful when you say hi to Kate, everyone. She just absolutely loves it. Just want to let you know. Happiness is a kiss from a one you love, holding the hand of a child you are grateful for and simply adore, and spending time with the elderly parents you treasure, knowing that time is limited. Happiness is appreciating every little moment, but most of all, it's living in the absolute present, because no one is promised tomorrow, and every day is a present to you. Enjoy your present, unwrap it, smell it, feel it, hug it, and absolutely treasure it, because it is the treasure you've always been searching for, but never realized you had. Happiness is enjoying and appreciating each day you are given. Much love to the KS fam, and wishing you all real wealth. And wow, 10,000 to 250,000. If they can do it, I can do it. Fantastic. Happiness is such an important thing, and happiness is actually free. You don't have to pay anything to be happy. You can just decide to be happy. Thanks so much, Brett, for your kind sharing. Rule 972 is really powerful. Be grateful for what you have, because we always have something to be grateful for. Sometimes we just have to actually dig deep and find it. It can seem the storm clouds are everywhere, but the truth is there's always something to be grateful for. Enhancing your pattern recognition skills is incredibly important if you want to be a professional trader and investor. And what does that professional trader and investor do? They make profits. That's what being professional is. So let's have a look at Bitcoin's gravity. Now we can see the pattern that Bitcoin is playing out here. How does it relate to Ethereum? We can see the blue line is Bitcoin's gravitational pull, and it's weaker. So Ethereum is stronger currently than Bitcoin. What about Binance Coin? The same thing. You can see that they're all trying their very best to get over this resistance. What are the sellers doing? They're saying, no, go down, you can't come up. And what are the buyers doing? They're saying, forget it, sellers, I'm coming up. Well, I'm going to try. Now, we always know the price is always moving in waves. So even if it comes down and makes a higher low, this is all really positive. But if it breaks through a higher low, then we start to make our three-dimensional decisions. But you should always make your three-dimensional decisions. Know what you're going to do with your trade and your entire portfolio if price goes for you, against you, or nowhere, just goes flat. Let's have a look at XRP. XRP, a lot of strength. XRP really wants to party. These big spikes up show there's a lot of committed people that love XRP. This is price's reality. What about ADA? ADA had a big spike up, and then what happened? The Vasil hard fork was delayed. Now, do we expect to see another big spike up? Yes, absolutely. But it really depends on what happens with Bitcoin's price momentum. There's a lot of news floating around at the moment about Mt. Gox. There's so many holes in that story. It's just unbelievable what people take in and don't analyze. I'm going to do a special episode on Mt. Gox. If you can remember back 7 months ago to episode 332, I started talking about Mt. Gox then. Mt. Gox has been around for a long time. In fact, it's been around over 8 years. I'll do a KNN special, Ken Network News, thank you, Beardy, on Mt. Gox. It's got a lot of facts that people just need to know. It's being misrepresented right at the moment. It's been sensationalized, and that doesn't help because sensationalism just drives fear and it drives your profits out of the market. Let's have a look at Solana following Bitcoin's gravity. What about Doge? A lot of strength here. Notice that we're almost breaching that support line. What happens when support is lost? Please let me know in the comments. It's a critical thing to understand. What about DOT? DOT is just following Bitcoin's gravity. DOT has been very, very weak of late. Thank you also very much to Art. Happiness is something that is your right to have, but you have to commit to embracing it. Just brilliant, Art. It's very easy in this world to embrace everything going wrong because these things are in front and center in the news and almost everywhere and anywhere you look. And of course, we feel the negatives very harshly. We take them to heart because they hurt. For many to embrace happiness takes a lot of courage and willpower, especially if you're going through tough times, whether it's financial, mental, physical, emotional. I think we are all susceptible to negative and unhappy thoughts. How true. But it is so important to recognize that you have control over your thoughts. Absolutely. The difference between happiness and fear is measured in the smallest of fractions. The trick in life is to recognize when fear rears its ugly head, to be able to recognize it and reject it. With happiness, recognize it and embrace it. Choose happiness over fear. I'm currently trying to help some family members deal with some serious life stuff, from disease to death to divorce. And I can say, sometimes happiness is the furthest thing from our minds, but it must be embraced if we are to heal, grow, and prosper. Absolutely brilliant, Art, and thank you for sharing. This is the quality of our community. They're just magnificent, beautiful people, and they really care about others. Let's have a look at some more top crypto projects. We can see Tron just marching steadily, always moving in a wave and influenced by Bitcoin. This is why, if you were just looking for a buy and sell entry, but you don't know what the dynamics of Bitcoin are, you will lose. And this is why it's important to have that scientific process by which to go through all the fact data gathering that you can to try and figure out what is going to happen. And you're literally just a detective. You're a crypto detective. Let's have a look at SHIB. SHIB partied hard, came up, partied again, and it's testing this resistance. There's so much strength in SHIB. What about AVAX? AVAX is obeying Bitcoin's gravity. But the interesting thing, even here with SHIB, notice as Bitcoin comes down, what does SHIB do? Wow, it comes down. Surprise, surprise. And what happens when Bitcoin goes up? It comes up. What about here? Bitcoin came up and SHIB just went and partied crazily. But when Bitcoin came down here, what did SHIB do? It came down crazily as well. This is why you must understand and enhance your pattern recognition. And this is all part of the timing section. You can see Rule 109, enhance pattern recognition in timing. It's how you aim. And to Andreas, thanks you so much. It's really beautiful. Much love and healing to everyone, especially the ones who are currently going through hard times. We have a very, very kind, but very, very strong global family. Thank you, Andreas, for your kind words. And to Oscar, thank you also, my friend. To those community members going through a life pullback, breathe. It means you're still here. You get another chance to find your way. You can grow beyond all the challenges you face, one obstacle at a time. Happiness derives from making steady progress towards a worthy goal. That goal is the highest good you can personally conceptualize. If you don't work on fulfilling your potential, you will be unhappy no matter what your circumstances. Happiness derived from hedonistic pleasures or comparison with others is fleeting. Thanks so much, Oscar. So much wisdom in your words, my friend. Returning to these top cryptos, we can see AVAX moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. Look at Matic. Matic has shown so much strength. If you were invested or BORSOGing in Matic and you saw Matic coming up like this, look at the strength on that pullback and that rally in Bitcoin. Look at how Matic's price absolutely slingshotted up. This is really impressive stuff. This is why you need to get familiar with your patterns and be able to recognize them as well. You're always looking for this over-exaggeration in strength. It's very important. Let's have a look at Uni. Uni is partying. It's going higher and higher. What about Litecoin? It's over resistance and just moving with Bitcoin's gravity. What about FTT? We saw in the greatest losers, FTT was coming down. It's been coming down a while, and we can see that as well. But we can also see it's actually following Bitcoin's gravity, but it's over-exaggerating the downward movement at the moment. This is what you find, this over-exaggeration and on the positive side, and over-exaggeration on the negative side as well. That's why we need to understand what Bitcoin's gravity is doing. And when we look at Chainlink, we see it's just following Bitcoin's gravity, but it's stronger. Dinesh had a really beautiful quote, "Treat happiness in the class as a crypto asset class." Wow, Dinesh, awesome. What Dinesh is basically saying is that happiness goes all over the place. It's up and down and everywhere. It's like crypto. It's crazy. And meditative added to that. Price moves in waves, so does life and emotions, up, downs, and sometimes sideways. Thank you, meditative. And Beardy's really got the secret. I choose to be happy with what I have now. That is uncovering the whole secret of the universe, my friend. And NP, thank you for your kind words. To survive and win in a bear market, we need a diamond heart, where the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass comes to make you strong enough and fearless. Fantastic, my friend. Looking at some more top projects, what do we see? Stellar, just moving in accordance with Bitcoin's gravity. All cryptos do. They just over and under exaggerate up and downward movements. That's why I call it directional correlation. When we're looking at NIA, we've got an over exaggeration here, but you can see the negative side also goes the same way. That's why you must look at Bitcoin. You must understand what it's doing, or you won't be able to BORSOG effectively. And to look at what Bitcoin is doing requires the whole masterclass. Let's have a look at Atom, moving up and down in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. Algo doing the same thing. Bitcoin Cash, you can see, is much, much weaker. This is a stay away sign for us. We don't get into anything that is not strong. We want this over exaggeration as Bitcoin comes up and we BORSOG it. We basically get in and then we get out. And we know what levels to do that because we've marked up our charts with the CTKS method. And then looking at Ethereum Classic, we can see it's above Bitcoin's gravitational pull. It's a little bit stronger. And VET, a little bit stronger, and Mana, Decentraland, much stronger with these spikes. And those spikes are very, very worthwhile to track. Thank you to JK Secret One. Abe Lincoln said, "Most folks are as happy as they make their minds up to be." This has been a guide I live by. We can choose to be happy or miserable. Wake up every day and make up your mind to be happy, and that ties into gratitude and kindness also. Somehow, the more I am grateful and the more I am kind, the happier I feel. Fantastic, JK Secret. I shared in yesterday's video about one masterclass student who had done really, really well and turned 10,000 into basically $250,000. And Dinesh said, "Wow, that shows life-changing difference." And making smaller successes are as valuable as larger gains. And I want to talk about this because this is really, really important. Never put the pressure on yourself that you have to make high returns. If you do, you could miss out on a lot of opportunities because you're putting yourself under far, far too much pressure. And one thing I didn't mention, this 10K to 240,000 done by a masterclass student was not done with any leverage. We don't leverage inside the masterclass. And Tails said something incredibly important. It doesn't matter how much you make. All that this example shows us, it shows us that we can all be a financial blessing. And Meditative said it's an incredible feat and available to all of us. It's absolutely an incredible feat. It's brilliant work. The key thing, if you're just starting off and you feel the need to compete, please do not compete. Just learn. Get it into zone 3 where you just go slow to go fast. Don't worry about doing those sort of returns if you're not sure what you're doing. You need the ground rules, you need the rules, you need the laws, you need the pattern recognition skills. There are so many things that you need. You do not want to be in zone 1 or zone 2. You want to be in zone 4. Zone 4, mastery of fear, is where those returns are made. That's why Rule 700 exists. Wealth requires hard work. When you put in the hard work, you will get back the rewards. But if you gamble, you won't. And if you have the knowledge, you'll do really, really well. But if you don't have the knowledge, it won't work. What does hard work look like in crypto? The understanding always is that all knowledge is like a step on a staircase, and inside the masterclass, every video that you do paves the next step, paves the next step. If you jump around and miss videos, you're not going to make it up to the top of the staircase, but you think you have, but you absolutely have not. And active learning is hard work, and we have to do that. And why do we have to actively learn? Because it's like everything in life. The more that you commit, the greater the results that you will get. But you have to put in the hard work and go slow to go fast. That's Rule 141. Everybody in the masterclass who's wildly successful has done the foundations, done the trend, not missed anything, done the timing, done the real wealth, done the trigger, and the living videos. And what they find is that that pulls the whole jigsaw puzzle together. And some masterclass students go through the masterclass repeated times and find new gems inside each episode. I share about 100 times more knowledge inside the masterclass than I do in all the free videos that I've ever done. Remember, only knowledge can yield the result. And Jess said it so well, diamond hand to diamond mind to the diamond heart. And that's what we're all about. A lot of people, when they get into crypto, they want to make 20, 30, 100x. But what if you just made 2% a day, just compounding that? In the span of a year, from $100 at 2% per day, you would actually grow that 100 into 138,424. This is really important to know. You don't have to get great percentages to be great. And the exact reason that I started the BORSOG Trader Group was basically to show people that you can pull returns out of this market, and they can be very, very good returns. And all of these returns were made since Bitcoin sold off. I very much urge anybody who wants to trade more effectively to just pop across to the BORSOG Trader Group. I have a link on the CryptoTradingKS YouTube site. We can just pop across and subscribe. As a community, I thought it would be a great idea to discuss the benefits of hard work. When we're young, a lot of people say, oh, hard work, I don't want that. I've seen these rich people, they have servants. The servants do everything, and rich people are really lazy. Actually, rich people are really, really hardworking. And if they're not hardworking, they don't stay rich for long. This is actually a media myth that is perpetrated around the world, and it just drives people slowly broke. I can say unequivocally, persistence and commitment are the hallmark of everything that you've been successful in your life with. And that is just a universal law. We have to put in to get out. I'd love to hear your thoughts about, say, the benefits of hard work and what things have helped you to put in and commit to something. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as a part of our globally extended KS family. Thank you very much to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers, and to the CTKS ambassadors for assisting Masterclass students. And of course, a very big thank you to you for watching and for being part of our global KS family. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video, such as the tax software I use, and it's really good for journaling your trades as well. And also links to the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass. Please use the links in the description to seek out an ambassador to get 80% off. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.